Hello from Amy's Stamping Studio today. I am going to focus on something from the Occasions catalog again today, and specifically the Rose Wonder stamp set and the framelits that go with it. So what I decided to do was zero in on this card up here. I took a picture of it when we were at Onstage Local back in November, and I tweaked it up for a little bit this last week for my Rose Wonder Bundle class. So I want to show you what I came up with. It's just tweaked slightly. It's very similar to the one in the book. But you can see there's some watercoloring in the back, and then the framelits make this beautiful gold background on top of that. So I'm going to show you what I did to make that easy. 3 3/4 by 5 inch just Whisper White cardstock, and then using my Daffodil Delight ink, I'm going to squeeze the bottom of it with my thumbs and open that up so there's a nice ink well in here for me to work with. Then I'm going to take my aqua painter and make sure there's plenty of water flowing through, so just squeeze and pounce on your paper. And then just grabbing some ink, I'm now going to do just a color wash down the middle of my paper from on the diagonal from corner to corner. All right, so just get all this inked up, and then come down here and do the same thing in this corner. Again, making sure it's nice and wet, and you can see my ink is getting low. So I just close that up and squeeze again. And just finish my color wash. And it can be lighter in some spots and darker in others. That's what a watercolor look does. Okay, so I've got my diagonal covered. I'll just wipe this off until it runs clear. And then grabbing my Pear Pizzazz, I'm going to do the same thing. And this time, I'm going to go in my corners. And you could do this, I'm doing it with Whisper White cardstock. And you do have to be careful a little bit when you're using Whisper White, because if you go over and over and over it, it will start to pill a little bit. You can use watercolor paper, and also our shimmery white cardstock works great for it too. All right, so now I've got my green and my yellow in there. I've already cranked the rose through the Big Shot, and this is what I call my fleef, because it's got the flower and the leaf together in one die. And then I am taking my Big Shot die brush, and I'll lay my die with the paper in it on top of there. And then I'll just brush it. And then all the little brushes go through the holes in the die to hopefully release almost all of the pieces of the die. See? We just have a couple to pop out of there, but it makes life a whole lot easier. All right. So once we have all the pieces out, then we can take our cardstock and lay our flower. Well, we'll want adhesive on it. And then we'll lay our flower on our cardstock so that the green is in the leaves and the yellow is in the flower area. And then we can take our other one and fill that in the opposite corner. Isn't that pretty and simple? And once again, the final product looks like this. It is a little bit different from the card in the book, but it's just a little simpler take on the project. So hope you've enjoyed this one today, a little watercolor wash for our project. Stop by another time.